is going to be recorded so that later we can post it on the website for those that want to maybe revisit the class, or maybe you missed something while the class is going on. You can revisit the website to watch the video anytime you are more relaxed and free. So please try and follow up as much as you can do. So let's get started. Today will be our first class for the technology and web development. And for this our session, we'll be focusing mostly more on the web development aspect of this track. So hope everyone can see the shared screen. Please, if you can see the shared screen, leave a reaction. Thank you. So let's first, before we start, let's think about the stuffs we did today. Maybe today, during the day today, maybe you learned something from maybe a website or a social media page, or maybe you watched a video online, YouTube, Netflix, or anything you did today, like on the internet. So everything, be it on an app or anywhere you did, as far as you are doing it online, you are making that is like that all those, anywhere you did it from, maybe YouTube, Netflix, TikTok, Facebook, all those entails as a website. Though some websites you have to visit them through a unique URL, while others have an app you can download to have access to those websites, but they are all websites. So, and all those websites you visited today was built by someone exactly. And by the end of this course, you guys will have an insight on how to build your own websites, be it a blog page, a personal blog, or any website you feel like building. You will have an insight on what you will need to build such websites. So let's proceed. So for a website to be good, that is up to standard, there are a lot of things that a developer, which is a website developer, have to put in place. One is beautiful colors. When they say beautiful colors, it doesn't have to be maybe shouty or something like that. We are trying to like, you have to use colors that make the site like, okay, let me say you are building a house now. I'm using a house for example. Like you have to make the house beautiful enough so when someone sees it, they will be like enticed. They will not be like, ah, who built this rubbish now? Which kind? What's the meaning of this house? Why no painting? Nothing, nothing. All those things, all those colors keeps a user intrigued. That is, keeps your customers, which are your users, entertained, and they want to know more about your site and lots of information. When we say lots of information, we are not saying that you should go and jam pack information from everywhere on your site. Go here. No, you have to like know what you need, like what you want to build, the niche you will be building on. Then you get enough information on that particular niche. Then you proceed to build based on those niche. Based on that, you not just leave your site empty now. You have to add as many informations as possible. Coming to cool cool animations. When you open some websites, you see let me say some videos playing on the background, or when you scroll you see some actions happening on that particular website. All those things can go as animation. All those animations, they have their own functions. Some of them is to further improve the beauty of the website, and others to like call a user attention to a particular function. Some people, instead of just using normal animations, can also go ahead to use a video. Like you can add a video to your site to further drive home a particular point or call a user's attention to a particular section of that particular website. And then every website have their own use, what they were built for. you don't just build sites because you can build sites. You build a site to solve a particular problem. You have to help someone accomplish something. That is when you have to do your research. Maybe let me say you want to build a blog, a news blog. You have to do your research. Know, okay, what kind of news should I focus on? Is it a sports news? And then you build, if you want to build a sports blog, that is a website that displays information on sports, you have to use up to date information, that is to help your users on your site accomplish the knowledge they need, like to keep them up to date on sports news around the world. Or let me say, for the example, the website will be building through the course of this program, will you will see that we'll be helping users understand waste management better, how to recycle their waste, and how to properly sort and dispose their waste. That is what we intend to um achieve with this particular website we'll be building through the course of this program. So hope you guys are understanding me. Okay, I already explained this briefly. This our website, we help users understand, like if you have a plastic bottle, this is where you should go. If you have a food waste, and not just to how to properly sort their waste. So like we said earlier, you have to discover a problem before you start building. Before you start building, you have to discover a particular problem that you know that, okay, if I build on this particular problem, if I want to teach people, educate people on how to solve this particular problem, that I can see is like, okay, for this our platform, we know that till date a lot of people are finding it hard to know how to properly sort their waste. They just pack everything together, not knowing that, even, okay, let me say, when you go to somewhere where you want to dispose your waste, you see that mostly they provide different bins. Some they sort it, some beans are color graded, and others have a marking on them. But then people don't understand that. Some people will look at it and be like, okay, they have provided enough waste bin for us to dump as many waste as we want. You see, but all those bins are there to help you know that, okay, here in this particular bin should be your food waste, in this other bin you should dispose your plastic bottles, and so on. That is why they provide multiple bins for you. But then we know that a lot of people fail to understand this. So that is the particular problem we've noticed in people. So we are trying to bridge that gap. So we are trying to help users understand this their how to properly manage their waste, how to properly dispose these wastes. Hope you guys are following me. Please leave a like. Let me be sure you guys are following. Good. So the website we'll be building will be focusing on some key pages, which, for example, okay, once you open a website, what, like for example, once you visit sismotutors.com, it will take you to a particular page, a page that briefly describe what Sismo Tutors is all about. Like that is the home page, or you can call it the landing page, go don't have to explain everything in detail. All you have to do is give users brief understanding of what your platform is all about. So for our plan, this thing, for our own website, we'll be naming the website Sismo Recycle Smart. That's what we'll be naming it for my own project. So when we get to that level, I'll tell you guys what to do. So it's this our particular Sismo Recycle Smart will contain these pages you can see here: the home page, the waste guide page. This waste guide page will be the page that will tell people, okay, we are going to explain to users how to manage their waste. That is how to properly um like dispose of their waste when they need to do that. And the waste sorter is to help people properly sort their waste, plastic, paper, food waste, etc. But we might be skipping this quiz page, though we'll build it later. Maybe for our project, I will show you guys how to do that, but it will be mostly for the project. But what the quiz page basically to be like a simple question and answer page whereby you ask a question, that is after the user must have gone through your platform. This they you on the quiz page you ask them on, okay, how do you do so and so thing, what's the best way to sort your waste, how do you recycle so and so waste. Like depending on the questions we want to ask users, but we still get to that. And then every good website must have a contact us page. You don't just build website and abandon your users to it. On the contact us page is where the users should be able to contact the developers, maybe through your email, or maybe through your admin page. If they have an issue they want to talk to you about, they can message you through your contact us page. You can email them back. You have to email them back because it's all of them that are this thing good, that are good practices, because that is how you keep in touch with your customers and how they can also reach out to you should they have a problem while using your platform. And it's also almost every website you use today, be it Facebook, TikTok, no matter the websites you are talking about, they must have that contact us page. Like, and then many big companies today have a support team that they are always on standby to attend to users problem. But well, we still get to, hope you guys are following. If you have any confusion you can raise your hand. Okay, good. Let's proceed. Okay, this is exactly how, like, this session now we are going out, like, is how a website functions. For example, you have your phone. When you open your browser on your phone and types in a URL, that is a link, let me say sismotutors.com. Sismos.com does not magically appear on your phone. What your phone is basically doing is asking the internet, like asking this internet here to provide it with the information. He's telling the internet, give me sismotutors.com, direct me to sismotutors.com. Then the internet, on the other hand, we carry this your request, which is that URL you entered, and pulls pull your request from the server, which is the home of every website. Every website does not live on your phone. They have a server where the files and the informations are stored. This internet goes ahead and pulls with the address you enter. The internet will pull that particular website from the server. While this is needed is, like, on a particular server you can have about 3 to 4 websites living on a particular server. But with this URL, that is with that particular link you entered, you are asking the internet to give me this specific um to give me this specific service from this particular server. You don't just call the server directly. You ask for a particular information from this server. It can be a link, or yes, or mostly a link. And some people, those that have more information about a particular server, can call an information on the server if they know the IP address of that server. Many developers today, instead of paying for servers online, they just use their computer as the server. That means the website will be living on their computer, on their laptops, or maybe they have physical server. Anytime you make a particular request on the internet, that request pulls that particular website from the server, which is their laptop, so, and then displays it on your browser. when we are explaining this method, somebody will be like, all the, but immediately I click, immediately I insert a link on my browser, immediately I click on on a particular link, the information displays immediately. This is because all these processes we've been describing since happens in less than a second. Like in if there's anything okay, in less than a millisecond, all this info, as far as your network is stable. That's why, like, sometimes if you are browsing a website, you can encounter network issue, which is like maybe your network is not strong enough to pull an information from this particular server. So that is what happens every time you make a request on the internet. Okay, and this form further goes ahead to using pictorial display to describe what I've been saying since. The house is okay. The house is the website. That is the website itself is the house, and the address is the domain. Because you, okay, let me say you want someone to visit you in your house, you will not just tell the person, come to my house. If the person asks you where do you live, you have to give them your address, which is number this so and so street, this place, that's your address. So that is what the domain stand for. Like, the domain is the address of every website. And then the hosting, which is the server, is the land space which that particular house is built on. A land space can have multiple houses on it, but then each house will have its own house number. That's where address comes in. Hope you guys are following. Please, if you have a question, you can raise your hand. Okay, good. Let's continue. This is what I described earlier. This is what happens when you visit a website. Your browser, which is your phone, be it Chrome, sorry, your browser, which is on your phone, be it Chrome, Brave, Firefox, no matter the browser you are using, sends a request. The internet receives your request and send that request to the server, or pulls the information you need from that particular server. The server receives your this thing, your request. When the server receives your request through that same internet, it sends back the information being requested on that server. The website, okay, is sent back, and then the browser displays the page you are requesting. And like I said, this process takes less than fraction of a second to happen. So who builds it? Okay, you can call anybody that builds a website is a web developer. Though we have app developers that are still website developers, but their own form of website is mobile. They have mobile apps, computer apps, etc. So hope you guys are following, because all these things should be very important when we start building our project. Okay. Before you start building a website, like I explained in the beginning, you have to first identify a problem. You can have an idea now. Like, as humans, we constantly have ideas. You can have an idea, but before you jump into building an ideas, you have to first of all ask yourself, okay, this my idea, what problem does it solve? If you did, okay, let's say, okay, if this my idea can solve a particular problem, who are my users? You have to know your users. Some platforms are built for maybe elderly people, some platforms are built for younger generations, etc. You have to identify your users. When you know your users, then you start planning. You plan how to build your websites based on your users. because it's not the same pattern you use while building a website that is mostly for elderly persons. You will not use the same pattern for younger ones, and so on and so forth, because the you have to pattern your website. When you will be drawing out, when you be drawing out your wireframe, mapping out what you build on your website, you have to also know how to keep it simple for your users. After planning, then you can proceed to building your website. You don't just rush into building every idea that comes to your mind. First, you identify a problem, your users, then you plan before you start building. Okay. So our website, this particular website we'll be building will be for students, parents, and schools, because even because these three um groups we mentioned have one particular problem, have the same, though their problem might vary, but they they are also like they can follow the same route to achieving this particular problem, to understanding this problem and solving it. Let me say, for example, for the student will say, I don't know which bin this goes. Our platform will, our website will help them understand the bin that are meant to throw their waste into. This is how our platform will help a student. For the parents, they will be like, I want my family to recycle better. So our websites will also help teach them how to properly recycle their bins. So you can see we solve problem for students and also for parents. And for school, and for schools, they can be like, we need students to sort waste correctly. They will need our website to help teach their students how to properly sort their waste. So as you can see, we've identified a common problem within these three groups, and we are also like we also know who our users are. So the users we all know is the person who will actually use our digital product. So what does our users need to do? First, identify a waste. Okay, that is to identify a waste is what type of waste is this. You have to first identify that particular waste. Sorting is where should I put it? That's where sorting comes in. This waste I've identified, where should I put it? Then learn. The learning part is when they ask the question, can I recycle this particular waste? This particular waste I've identified and sorted, can I actually recycle it? Then that's, and also they have to also ask the question, what happens after I recycle it? With all this information we've armed them with all this knowledge we've armed them with, they can then act based on what they learned on our platform, either recycle or leave or don't or not to recycle, because we all know that it's not every waste that is recyclable. Please hope you guys are following me. Okay, good. So this, like we explained earlier, the pages we'll be building is okay. Recycle Smart will be the name of that's the name we'll be calling our project. It will have a home page. The home page is the first page the users will see when they first visit our URL or our link. The first page they will see is the home page. John, do you have a question or what? John Ironta, any question? Okay. And then the learning page is where we'll be teaching. Okay. Okay, Joshua. Joshua, you have a question? Type your question in the message. I'll be reading. I'll be reading the question. Type your If you have a question, type it. So the learn page is where we'll be educating people based on ways how to sort them and the rest. And then the sorting page is okay. The learning page is still like the sorting page is still an educating page of teaching people how to properly sort their waste, plastic, paper, glass, metal, etc. So these are the page that our platforms like the different buttons and URLs will be adding to our website. So now we know what to build. Do we just jump into building? No. The next phase now is planning what we really want to build. So, like I explained, learn about waste, sorting, where does my waste go, sorting challenge, that is the quiz page, and take action. So the this is what we'll be having in mind while we build our website. This is the page we need: home, learn, sort, recycle, journey, quiz, take action. We might be replacing this take action now with contact us page, but when we get to that bridge, we are going to definitely cross it. But first, so now let's start planning. Okay, if you have all this, let's say you have land, bricks, and windows, doors, like if you have all these tools, that doesn't mean you just automatically house will appear. No, if if you don't know what you want, if you do not make a plan, with all these tools in hand, you end up not achieving anything actually. Or when you build something not solid or something very messy. So you have plan is what helps us from making a lot of planning is what will help us from making a lot of mistakes during our building journey. Okay, this is okay. Every website has a blueprint. That is what um like should I say a sketch? Yes, every website has a sketch that developer have to follow or something you must have in mind before you start building. For our page, we have logo, the navigation buttons, and then this will be the hero section. That is that page that when you open every website, that will be boldly telling you maybe welcome to so and so website, or just briefly tell you about the site. That is mostly what the hero section of every website does. And then we have the rest of our page: waste categories, how recycling works, sorting challenges, take action, footer. It is all these things is what we'll be all these things is what we'll have in mind while we build our homepage. This what you see here now is going to be um our go-to sketch for our homepage. So this this is um just the sketch, and here now is not like though this one is not that complete, but this is the hero I was telling you about. It is introducing this hero now introduces people to what the website is all about. When someone sees this know your waste, sort it right, they'll be like, okay, this platform will basically be a waste management platform or a platform that will be teaching people about waste management and recycling. So that is the planning we are talking about. So, like I said earlier, this section, this section now is the header that will have our logo, other links, and our contact us button. And this section now, is the hero page. This is the content section, and this is call to action buttons. That is call to actions where we add um some buttons, maybe 2 or 3 buttons side by side, to lead users to other parts of the website, like about us, sorting page or learn page, based on what we need the call action buttons to do. And then the footer provides more like buttons, like like you are seeing here, provides supporting navigations and informations. Like every information might not be able to enter our hero, sorry, our header section. Any information that we could not squeeze into the header section, we can freely put that particular information on the footer. So please, if you have any questions so far, you can. Joshua, what do you mean by can cardboard? I'm having issue understanding what you are typing. Jane, is it that you don't have space on your laptop or where? What I said is, if you don't have enough, like if you can't squeeze all the buttons you need on your header, which is this session, you can have your logo, learn about us. If you see that if I put more informations on this header, that it won't be nice, it won't appear nice, or it will squeeze all the information in a way you don't like, you can leave out those other navigations, those other buttons you don't want to add to the you don't want to add um to the header. You can leave those informations, those navigations, and add them to the footer. Okay, let me show you guys a quick example. Let me show you guys a quick example. Let me use the Sysmo tutors website. Can you guys see my page? Can you guys see my screen? Sorry. Good. So to further drive home what I was explaining, this place now is our header. And on this header information, on this header, we have some navigations here: home, courses, verify certificate, etc. All these navigations lead you to a particular section of the to another page on the website. There is a way some people configure it, that when you click a particular navigation, instead of taking you to another page, it will scroll you, you will be on the same page, but it will direct you to a section of that particular page. And this right here is our hero section. So one on this our hero, we have learning with purpose, living with impact. We prepare anyone anywhere for life purpose and for life purpose and impact through high quality and accessible education. So if anyone, like let me say the person have is just visiting this particular platform for the first time, maybe through a Google search or something, once they read this particular information here, they will understand that okay, this particular platform is an education platform. That's the main goal of the hero, to give the user or your visitor a quick insight on what your website is about. And then these are our sections, that is the page content. And here is our CTA, our call to actions. We have various call to actions button here. Users can easily click any of these call to actions to go to the particular page they want to visit. And then coming to our footer, we don't have much information. We just have privacy policy terms and cookies, which is our header is almost filled up. So adding all these extra information so the on the header won't be that presentable. So instead of adding them on the header, we just left them out and added them on the footer. So that is what I meant by space. Any question? Can this be done on the phone? WordPress, you can open WordPress on your phone, but it will be more like it will be easier for you on a laptop for the drag and drop. That's the thing. But it can also be done with your phone. For your this thing, for your wireframe, you can there are a lot of developers today like myself. If I want to start every project, my wireframe, I mostly do them on a whiteboard. So you can use cardboard, sketchbook. Your wireframe can be done on any of those. It doesn't have to be you don't have to come to be using um draw correct draw and the rest. Most of the times it's easier to use cardboard, sticky notes. Yes, you can use an iPad. So with that being said, let's get let's go into the business of the day. So you can open this particular website on your, let me copy the link and paste it on the message on the call chat. You can either copy it from there or on your browser type in wordpress.com. So let me share this. So this will be the platform we will be working with today. So when you open WordPress on your laptop or on your phone or on your iPad, the first thing you have to do is to first of all create an account. And to create an yes, they have yes, you can they have free plans on WordPress. So we'll be making use of the free plans today. Either you click this get started on their header, sorry, this get started on their header, you can click it, or you click the get started on their hero section. So you can click in either of the two get started buttons. So I'll be using, I'll be clicking continue with Google because my Gmail is already logged in here. So to log in, you can use, if you have an Apple account, sorry, Apple ID, you can do continue with Apple. Any of this method here you can, but I'll be using Google, which is easier. I advise you do the same because I believe many people, most persons have a Google or Gmail account, as most people know it with. So it's just that simple. When you click on that button, it will open a navigation for you to select to choose an account. That is if you have multiple accounts on your device. So let's wait a moment for them to sign me in. So let's type in the name we choose for our distance for our platform. Let me just copy it and paste it here. It will be easier that way for me. Hope you guys can see my screen. So this is where you select, you look for the domain you want to use. You can search for any domain of your choice, any custom domain. So I can choose recyclesmart.com. Um, I can choose recyclesmart.com or .blog or .org, depending on the extension I want to make use of. But I will be going with the free version. So for this class, I advise you guys to do the same. For now, let's go with the free version first. So you click on this start free. Hope you guys can see the button I'm showing you. This start free. On you click on the start free button on this particular tab. So we'll continue with start free. So after creating my account, they created this template here for me. This particular template, the template on the right tab for me. They created this template. I can either start working with this particular template or go to this hosting button on the menu bar. That is the sidebar. Go to this hosting. When I click on the hosting, okay, it will open up this particular page for me. I will go back to you click on go back to site. It will open this page for you. On this page, you can add um add a new site with this button on the top right corner of your screen. You can click on add a new site or continue working with this particular one. Let me open this one they created first and continue working with it. So a moment, please. So mm, I'm coming. My network is acting up. So let's start editing this particular website. When you navigate when you navigate to this template, you see this edit site. You see this edit site button. Just click on it. So you read they will display a bunch of instructions for you. You can go through it. So first things first, let's go ahead and clear all this everything they have on this template. Please hope you guys are following me. Good. Let's clear this particular template and then use start customizing our own templates. So the first thing we have to do is to select our header. That is, select the header that best suits our project. So you click on this plus icon to the top left corner of your screen. When it will open up this um navigation navigation sidebar for you. They have blocks, patterns, and media. But today we'll be focusing more on these particular patterns. Like these particular patterns is what we'll be working for most of the day because many things we need they are already there. So all we need is go there, select the one that best suits our project. So you see they already have a list of sections here and pages, but we are looking for a header. We are looking for a header. We click on headers and they've listed these headers for us. Let's choose one with logo. This one right here, they have this particular header here with a logo. We go ahead and click on it. So close back that this thing. So let's start editing our header. First things first is to change the name, or like that is the word mark of our this thing. First, let me remove the 9 they added there. You can change yours to all caps lock. Like you can change everything to caps lock, but mine, for me, I will just be changing the R and the S in the smart to capital letters. So this get started button, due to our project will not be having a login, um you will not be having a login page and the rest. We now change this particular get started button. We change it to contact, contact us. So this button is what we'll be using to redirect people to the contact us page. Please, any questions so far before we proceed with adding more buttons to the header? Any questions so far? If you have a question, you can raise your hand. If you are following, leave a thumbs up in the reaction. Let me know how many persons. Good, good. So let's proceed. We'll be adding multiple buttons here, but first of all, we have this about us button. We add more buttons. Like, let's create a new page. Let's create the then create page. When we do this, it will automatically create this lane, and it will add a lane URL to our already existing pages. So this one will be the second button on the list here will be sort. We add a sort button. The sort button will also have its own URL. And to add a link, that is a URL to our sort, we click on this particular icon. Sorry. Okay, let's cancel this for now. So this is our land page. So we now have, let me edit this button properly. So we have these two pages here already, but we need another page, which is, let's not then add learn, add learn. Good. So the next thing we have to add is our logo. So the logo we are going to use, we are going to be, for this particular project, we'll be searching online for logos. For let's Okay, let me open. I will be sharing my screen soon too. So I'll be sharing a link to the chat now. That particular link is, where should I rephrase? Emeka, do you have any issue? Where should I rephrase, please? You can type it in the chat. So on this particular page, I just posted in the message, is where we'll be getting our logo link from for this particular project. As in the creation of accounts, as from the creation of the account. Okay. Who else is lost on the creation of accounts? Please, if you are lost on the creation of account, leave a thumbs up. Okay. Okay. Come on, I will get to you now. Let me close. No problem. I'm coming. Camera 4, please, can you on your mic? I want you to share your screen so I can guide you. I can guide you through the account creation while others watch.
Yes, let me share my screen.
Good. Okay.
Sir, I have a problem here.
Okay, what is the problem?
The first step we are talking about, I've done it, but I was lost after doing it because I left out, because I left the site.
Okay. Can you share your screen, please, so I can guide you through that?
About that, I'm using two phones actually.
Okay. So I should visit the process, right?
Yes, please.
Okay.
This one. This one is not good. What's the link?
I'm coming, guys. Let me share my screen again. Okay, good. So hope you guys can see what I'm doing, please. So for those that missed the account creation, after clicking on get started, you click on continue with Google or continue with Apple based on the device you are using. Or based on the accounts logged into your device. For me, I'm using Google. So on this page now, the first thing you have to do is type in the domain you want to use. For example, maybe you want to use something like um let me say you want to use something like, for example, let me use Dubem wordpress.com. If you type it in here, you click on search domain. But like for our project, we use Recycle Smart. You must not use the domain name I'm using. Just use the domain that is suited for you both. You can, for me, I can just do something like domain recycle. Okay. Let me just do this domain recycle. Then click on this search domain button. It will open up for me this list of domain names, but I'm not trying to purchase a domain now. What I will do instead is click on this start free, this button to this start free button, like start free with dubemrecycle.wordpress.com. Instead, okay, that will make my website, instead of being dubemrecycle.com, it will now be dubemrecycle.wordpress.com. That is what will happen when I click on this start free. So this next step is for me to choose a hosting plan, like as I explained earlier, server. But then we are also going with the free plan. For now, we'll be making use of this free plan. The first plan here, which is free. You click on start with free. Then it will open up this particular page for you. Please, have I taken have you solved the problem in question? Okay. Okay, good. So let's proceed. Any other question, please, before we proceed? Any other questions so far? Okay. We are building a blog page, but then a blog must not have. What we are building is a blog page, but a blog must not have. Let me say, lindaikgblog.com. No, you can just do lindaikg.com instead of Linda. Like I'm giving an example of an existing blog. Do you understand? The domain name must not have blog in the name. That's so. In the absence, please, if everybody is following, leave a thumbs up. Let me be sure we are good. Start a blog. Namdi, please, can you share your screen? Let me be sure of what you're doing. Namdi, turn on your mic and ask your question first. Let me be sure.
So after we create the account,
Yes.
so then it would take us to a to like an option menu. So it will say like start blog and then newsletter and stuff. So should I share my screen for it?
Share your screen. Share your screen, please. Let me know what you're doing.
So in this case, which one should we do?
Oh,
Start blog, start a blog, sell online, educate. Yeah. Which one?
It's I'm coming. Let me see your screen properly. Just click on that continue button there. Or
It.
skip. Go ahead and skip that process entirely. Good.
Oh. Thank you.
Good. Namdi, can you get to where we are right now? Do you know the rest of the process?
So we're meant to go to templates.
Okay, exactly. Go to the templates. So
Okay.
any other question? Okay, good. Let's proceed. Okay, ask your question, please. Let me. Please turn on your mic. Kemal, turn on your mic and ask your question.
Yes, I've gotten there. I'm seeing dashboard. I'm at the dashboard. This is sites.
On the dashboard, did you see the template option?
Yes.
You should see a button for edit template there. Okay, look at the page I'm sharing right now. Look at this page I'm sharing right now. You said you are making use of a mobile phone.
Yes.
So you should be on a similar, like a mobile version of this particular page.
Mama, what do you get?
I mean,
Yes, I'm there.
give me a moment. Let me view the mobile display of this page. So the page you're on is similar to this, right?
Okay, yes.
Okay. So I think this you saw the button I click now, right? On that page you are currently on.
Yes.
On that on directly under the domain name you selected,
Mm.
click on this the domain name .wordpress.com. Once you click on that particular link, the blue link, once you click on that particular link, you should open up this page. That is this page now.
Okay, yes, I'm there.
Okay, good.
You say want to go and go out. Not
So what should I do next?
Don't worry, that is where we are currently at. So
Okay, thank
we are
you.
currently editing the page. On that page, you should see something like edit button, edit website button. It should be on that page. So Like we're okay. I was trying to share um free pick link. I already shared the link. I already shared the link on the call. That is where we'll be getting our logo from. So let's proceed. Let's proceed to search for the best logo that will suit our project. So let's do something like logo. So when you search, they will display all these logos. So, I, I think this one is nice. Let me try downloading it. Oh, this is paid. You can click on this license button here and change it to free. So all the images displayed will be free images. So we'll be making use of this particular image. So I've downloaded that image. Now, to add a logo to our navbar, to our navigation, we click on this placeholder behind our Recycle Smart behind our wordmark logo. You just click there. You see you will see these options. Generate, that is to generate your own logo with AI. Ask AI for, but that is for paid version. Or choose logo. We click on choose logo. So let's upload from our device. So oh, sorry, let me give me a moment. Let me let the my network is slow, so I'm having issues downloading this. Okay, good. So I just uploaded the image you just downloaded from my laptop here. So with this being said, we've actually for now we'll get back to the header later, but we are actually done with with the header for now. The next step we have to the next step now is our hero. To work on our hero section, that is add our hero template and edit the hero. Please, before we go to the hero, if you have any question on this header, please go ahead and indicate. Ikechukwu, Ikechukwu, where are you lost? At which stage are you lost, please? Ikechukwu, are you on a laptop or mobile phone? Juliet, please type where you are lost while I attend to Ikechukwu. Ikechukwu, share your screen. It's a moment, please, before you share your screen. Ikechukwu, please turn on your mic and share your screen now. Ikechukwu, where are you at? Okay, don't worry, let me pin your screen. Okay, I think you went back to the beginning, to the beginning process of it. But can you see the place they wrote or start a free plan? That no, go down. Go no, don't scroll down. Go back to that topic. Don't scroll down. After the you don't search templates. Enter a domain name there, not a template. Type a domain name there. You can go. You can just type your name there. Click enter. Yes. No. Stay. Click on that start free button. If you are done typing, click on start free. Good. Then click on that start with free. On the free plan, click on start with free. Good. Then navigate to the site. No, the right tab. Right on the right. Not there, not there. On the right. Go down. On the site tab. Click on edit site. Click on edit site. There is an edit site button there. Yes, click on that. Click on the header. Yes. Close that open tab, that design tab, close it. Get started. Good. Good. Hey, click any of those sections. Click directly under that no search results. Just click directly under it. Under the no search results on the page. On the page. Good. Click there. No, not the plus icon. Just on the empty. Yes, you can click there too. Delete. No. Click there again. Yes, confirm deletion. Now click on on near that location, on that footer, click there. Click it. Just delete as well. Good. So that is it. We'll get back to this page. So let's leave you can edit the logo name on your header. You can edit it or you can leave it like that for now. You can just click it, type the name you want there. So you can stop sharing your screen. Before you proceed, stop sharing your screen. Let me attend to others first. Good. You're welcome. I will attend to all the questions. Just give me a moment. So, Juliet, can you hear me? Anyoha, Juliet, good. Please, can you? Are you on mobile device or laptop? Mobile. Okay. So where exactly are you lost? Let me on. We can. Juliet. Juliet, you can turn on your mic and ask your question.
Sir, I am at the place where they said that hello world.
Hello world.
Yes, sir.
Is there where you can share your screen so I'll see where you're at?
Uh,
Okay. Please do that.
so I'm using two phones.
Hmm. Hello world. Hello world. That is at the beginning.
Yes, sir.
At the beginning. Next, I'm coming. Let me know if I can locate her yet. But have you entered this edit templates, this interface for editing templates?
No, sir.
I can hear you. That's okay. Continue.
So, sir, how should I edit it?
Wait, okay. I think I know where you're at. Let me share my screen so you will tell me if that's exactly where you are currently.
Okay, sir.
Is this what you are currently seeing? Juliet, I can't hear you. Is this what
Yes,
you are
sir.
currently?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Turn off your mic, please, for now. So I think, Julia, the first thing you have to do is to come back to this particular page. So this dashboard page, you have to come back to this page because the page you are on is the display. So when you are back to this particular page, search for somewhere that they wrote edit site. On this particular dashboard page, look for edit site. I'm trying to modify my laptop to view the mobile display, so I might not see all the available buttons. So look for edit site button and click on the button to enter this template display page. Or if you cannot find it, another option for those making use of mobile display, when you get to this particular page and you cannot find the button for edit page, you can view your display on as mobile view. Hope you guys know how to do that. Like on your mobile phone, on your browser, click on those three buttons there for Chrome. Look for view desktop site. Look for that listen and just click it. It will display this page on your phone. uh, it will display the desktop version. Once it displays that, you can click on edit site and leave the desktop mode. For those on mobile, I'm speaking about those on mobile device making use of their phones. Jane, please, where are you lost? Let me, before we proceed with the hero section, I want to make sure everyone is carried along. Jane, are you lost? Mobile device or laptop? Okay. Jane, please share your screen. Okay, Kemafa, I will come back to you, please. Let me. You are already on the page, Jane. But I think, okay. Click on that on the empty sections directly under that about button. Delete that. Good. Click on that section too. Delete. On the next session. No, the next session. Yes, down. Yes, click on that section. Click on the empty space on the section. Yes, just click it here. Delete. Good. Click on that footer too. Delete as well. Good. Scroll back up. Go back up. Okay. Click on the plus icon, top left. Good. Click on patterns. Look for header. Yes. Just wait for it to load. Good. It's still loading. Wait. Go down. Yes, click on that particular header. Up. The one, yes, the one on top. Yes, that one. Good. You saw how I edited my own. You saw how I edited my own when I did it, right? You can go ahead and edit your own the same way. You can close down, click on the close icon there. Not that one, the one on top. Yes, good. You can go ahead and edit that one too. Edit the name, the about, and the rest. Good. So Claire Omunna, you can watch the video later on your dashboard. This particular class video, it will be on your dashboard later this evening. So, Kemafo, please ask your question, please. Kem, you can turn on your mic and ask your question.
Okay, sir, I've gone to that hosting.
Yes.
So where should I click after that?
I'm coming, please. Let me share the screen. I believe you're on. So this page I'm currently sharing, that is the page you should be on mobile. Let me convert it to mobile device so you see what's. So what you should be seeing should be something like this, I believe, right? If you are not seeing
Yes.
okay, if you are seeing
How can I
something-
get here?
Okay, I think how can you get to this particular page now?
Yes.
I think you have to go back. Instead of clicking this hosting, you should click on this my home. Do you get? If you click on this my home, you should be directly on this dashboard. But then for easier access, I believe the best thing you should do is to view your mobile browser as desktop, like view the desktop mode. Do you understand? By doing that, navigation will be easier on this particular page, because even for me, the mobile display is a bit confusing. So, do you understand?
Yes.
When you view the desktop mode, you should see something like this. Or you should see something yes, when you view the desktop mode, you should see something like this. Then you just come down here and click on this edit site button here. Now you can just come and click it. Or if it displays something like this, the edit button is on the left here on this particular edit site. You can just click it, so it will open up the page you are currently on for you. You understand?
Okay. Okay, how can I view the desktop sites?
On your Chrome, there is 3 buttons there. On those 3 buttons, like three dots icon, I think near the form where you type in your URL. I can't view it.
What should I do? What did he say? Is this for the first?
So you said on my Chrome.
You are making use of Chrome, right?
Yes, I'm making use of my Chrome right now.
Okay, let me get my phone, please. So on your mobile phone, you should see. Sorry. Oh. You should see this. There is 3 dots here. Like mine is near the footer. Like after the at near the footer of your Chrome display, there is three dots there. When you click on that three dots, it will open up that test. It will open up the tabs for setting, add to bookmarks and the rest. You can see the button, right? So from that particular menu now, you should look for add to desktop mode or desktop display on some devices. When you click there, you should be able to view the screen the way it's displaying on my system right now. Any other question, please? If everybody is following, please leave a thumbs up in the reaction. Let me be sure, so we can proceed with the hero section. Good. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Let me share my screen so we'll continue. So before we proceed with what we have next, once you make any changes and you are done with the changes, the next thing you have to do is to save your changes. The reason you are making this save is so maybe your browser refreshes, or maybe if your system battery, like that is your device battery, is not strong enough, so you will not lose your work, that is your progress. So there is this save button here to the top right corner of my screen. After making the changes we did here, click on save. Okay. So sorry. So it will display this menu for me. That is the list of changes I've made. When I click on this saving now, it will save my progress. So the next thing we have to go to is the hero. Yes, exactly, the hero. So to select the hero, we have to go back to this particular blocks. That is, you click on this plus icon to the top left corner of your screen. You click on this plus icon. It will display these blocks, pattern, media, and then the rest of these settings. But what we need for now is the patterns. During the course of this track, we make use of all these blocks here, but for now our main focus is the patterns. So the next template we'll be looking for is hero. So let's look for hero here. Yes, this is it. Directly under the headers, you see this hero button. You click on it. So we'll find the heroes suitable for us. While I will not be making use of this particular hero, you see where my cursor is. Why I will not make use of this particular hero is because this particular hero, as you can see on the top of this hero, it has a nav bar, and I don't want to make use of this particular hero because we already have our nav bar, which is what we are making use of. So we will not make use of this particular hero, and this hero does not align properly with me. If you like it, you can make use of it, like, but because we already have a header, if we've not added this particular header, you can make use of this hero, this one, or this particular, or like you can see most of these heroes here have headers, but due to we already have a header, we'll be making use of hero that doesn't have a header, which is just these two. For now, currently on display, we have just these two, and I'll be going with this one that have a full image display. So I will click on that one. As you can see, let me close this so we can edit. So we can edit the page. So this particular hero that we chose has have some write-ups on it, a world of possibilities, navigate, and then the rest, and two buttons, which later we'll be changing these buttons to this one. Let's even do that now before we proceed. The first one, let's make it learn, and then this one, let's make it sort. Later we'll be adding buttons to the two. We'll be adding, sorry, links. It looks too short, it appears too short, so let me do this. So I think for me, I think it's a bit better this way. So let's edit this text here. Let's use the text that we saw earlier when we were doing the the track introduction. Let me use that same write-up. That is, know your waist, sort it right. Then we decide what we use for the so oh no, let's, due to our image, I wanted to break this into two, but due to our image, we are using a full background image. I will just write everything on a single line instead of breaking it into separate lines. I can break it into separate lines by doing something like this. Sorry, by just after typing what I want to type here, I will click enter. So I'm coming. After I will click enter. When I click enter, I'll do, as you can see, this particular section, it's typing it tiny. So we have to edit. Let's edit this particular line. Okay. It's not opening up the edit button for me, so let me try adding from here. So I believe we can still do something like this. So then we have to find a text that suits this particular write-up better. So give me a moment. I think I generated a text earlier. So let me look for that particular text I generated earlier and make use of it. Hope you guys can see my screen. Sorry, my network is lagging a bit, so I'm trying to copy the text on the slide we used earlier so that I want everything we are doing to be aligning properly with that particular slide. So the next thing we have to do is to clear this particular text and do something, and then type our follow-up text. Make smarter choices, reduce waste, give every material at the right place, which is what we were talking about when we talked about sorting. So when I was introducing, I said I wanted to write everything here on this one line due to the kind of image we are using on the background. So let's get back to putting them on one line like we planned earlier. With that in mind, let's now change this particular image, because this image is not what we need exactly for this our project. So when you click on this empty space, you find an empty space on this hero, and go ahead and click on that empty space. It will display it will open up this editing tab for you, where you have edit pattern, replace, and this shuffle style icon. You click on replace. What we need to do now is to replace that background image. When you click on this empty space and it opens up this particular tab for you, click on replace. So I downloaded an image earlier. So for this particular image, I downloaded it from Unsplash. So most of the times I get my images from this. I will share the link. Let me replace this with unsplash.com. Please, can you guys hear me? My network is acting up seriously. Thank you. So I was sharing my screen earlier on splash.com, right? So I'm dropping the link. I just dropped the link for the website on the on Splash page on Splash page. So the next thing we have to do is to look for the right prompt to use and fetch the image we need for our hero. For me, the prompt I used earlier to get the image was photoreal. Wait, let me get that exact prompt. So the prompt I used earlier was this: photorealistic modern recycling center. I was trying to make use of like an image of a recycling center instead of just trying to just use any image. I wanted to use like a recycling center. So when I searched for these images, I got display of several images. So back to our when you find the image that suits what you want to build, you go ahead and use it. Now going back to our project. So once we change this image, we will end the class for today. When we come back next week, when we come back on Thursday, I guess. Sorry, on Friday. When we come back on Friday, we'll continue with the About Us page and the rest. So to change this image, you click on this empty space here, click on replace, select upload. I already, like I said earlier, I already have the image I wanted to use on my laptop. So I will go ahead and upload that image. So it's an image of a small recycling company. Please do not forget, once you make any changes to your project, do not forget to save those changes so you will not lose track of your work or lose your work. So after the image uploads, got something like this. Sorry. Give me a minute. I want to show you guys another method of uploading images. So instead of uploading, anytime you do an image, you go and upload one image. I want to show you guys another method. So you don't have to do this now. So I just added this section to our project while my network is acting up. So let's proceed with this. I just added this image. So to change this particular image, I click on this image. My network is seriously crazy this evening. Test this one. So the other method I was telling you about adding image is when you click on this empty space. When you click on this empty space and it's so as you can see, my network forced my browser to refresh. But then, even after my browser refreshes, this header that we already saved is still here. But the hero I was working on earlier, due to have not saved it already, it left the project. So I have to add it again. That is why I said earlier, once you are working on something, any changes you make to your project, endeavor to change it. So now we click on this replace as we did earlier, but instead of using this upload, instead of clicking on upload, I will click on open media library. It will open up this media library. Due to have not uploaded anything here yet, like okay, on this, due to okay, these are the two files I uploaded earlier. But from here, you can upload as many files as possible to your project. So whenever you need an image, you can just come
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Give a thumbs up if you can hear me. All right. So we're going to end this section at this point in time. The network is failing him. So you guys should just practice with the stuff you just learned so far. And then the video is going to be available on your dashboard by tomorrow. So we are going to continue this particular section from the next schedule. Is that okay? If you enjoyed the class so far, give a thumbs up. If you enjoyed the class so far, give a thumbs up. If you have a question, just write it down somewhere. On the next section, you are going to ask him the question while you guys continue with the training. Is that okay? All right. Thank you everyone for attending this section. Let's call it a day. Bye everyone. All right, bye guys. Bye guys. Bye.